Alrighty, guys, bear with me 1 minute. Turn that off. What's up, guys? FSC Speed Shop, currently FSC Speed Shop. I guess some of the purpose of this video is we're going to be changing the name eventually to FSC Trucking. Try to check the comments here. Hopefully we got good audio today. Not really sure. I'm still working with the setup. I'm in Orwell right now, so bear with me if I'm trying to just get everything set up to where I can read the comments. And okay, I see 11 people here. How's the audio? We got good audio. Hi from Indiana. Did you go to the Copper Top? I don't know what you're talking about there. Crazy RC Racing says hello. Hi, Steve. How's it going? Sounds good. All right, good. All right, boys and girls. If you haven't noticed, there's a few things different with the channel recently. I've been pushing my second channel, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are confused as to why I'm doing that. There is a reason for it. Let me get this down. Make the get a little sweaty in here. Waiting for the truck to cool off. I don't want to run it. So, you know, we sit on top of the engine, it happens. So long story short, the second channel. The second channel is FSC Truck Shop. And the purpose of that is so I can bring the content from on the road to also include any work done on trucks in the shop. The analytics make it very obvious I have to separate the content. So that's why. I can get into that here in a little bit more. But ultimately, this channel, FSC Speed Shop, is going to be changing over to FSC Trucking. It just makes more sense. I am nervous about the name change ruining things, so that's why I'm pushing it a little bit before I actually go ahead and do it. That way you guys expect it. So, all right, let's see here. Going through the comments here. Ben Wilkinson says, hey, Steve, enjoying the Detroit rebuild videos. Well, right now, we're just tearing it down. So, let's see. Will you turn up the injection pump on the Cat? No, Fabian, I have no interest in turning up the truck. We're just trying to keep it running and running good. I don't need to be first up the hill. I just need to make it there and get my money on the other side. Hi, Steve. It's almost 4 a.m. in the morning here in Mainz, Germany. I hope I pronounced that town right. 4 a.m. Yeah, what is it like? Let's close it on 10 here, 10 p.m. I'm in Ohio right now, actually. Well, howdy from Holiday, Florida. Okay. How's the Sundancer? It's in a storage building. Funny you ask. Me and Jen were just talking about that. We really missed the boat. So, but yeah, this is not the year to get the engine done, that's for sure. Boys and girls, you're not woke. What? Is that Tanya? Like Tanya? If it is, you know who you are. No, I'm not woke. I'm awake. Like, I'm not sleeping. Okay. Oh, I got the camera over here, not over there, so I look like I'm looking off out in La La Land. Sorry, guys. Maybe if I flip it the other way? Or will that... Oh, no, the whole thing is... there we go. Now I don't look like I'm staring off into space, but now you see the steering wheel, so... Go through here at the end. Holy crap. He's getting a lot of comments here. Alright, so I'm just gonna... trying to figure out how to answer all the questions here real quick. Bolt goals. Yeah! Right now the big bolt goal, Tanya says yes. Okay. That's actually my sister. Yes. Ay. So, with that, let's see here. So, the purpose of the second channel. What happened was, if you look at my numbers, and you guys are privy to these numbers, if you look at all the videos I did regarding the transmission rebuild on the truck and working with it, the views dropped off quickly. The majority of my audience just didn't really want to see me work on the truck, which I kind of understand. Not everybody is into the working and turning wrenches on this thing. So as soon as I started doing that, the views went down and the revenue dropped, and I really can't have that. I needed to be more steady and consistent. I'm trying to grow it, not shrink it. And anytime I started doing shop content, even the automotive stuff, boom, straight down. So I started learning that you have to kind of keep the content on the same consistent basis with the same content. You can't really diversify very wide, and if you do, you got to hurry up and get right back. So you can't do a 4-video process of putting a transmission in a truck. That was plainly obvious. I just didn't know it until I started looking at the numbers. So that's the purpose of the second channel. Now, FSC Speed Shop was because when I originally started this channel, it was to basically push my shop. My shop was a goal of mine to get out of trucking full-time, also to be able to prove to custody courts regarding Matthew, even back in the day, my older son Sean, that I'm capable of earning the money without being full-time truck driver. I had to get custody of my sons due to, let's just say, neglect. So I had to prove to the court that I'm capable of earning a living outside of the trucking world. So that's what the shop was about. So when I started the shop channel, was to push the channel, to push the shop, and it never really took off. The automotive community in YouTube is very, very crowded. Cab over trucking in YouTube, there's some, but not very many. There's some good trucking YouTube channels out here, but we're all a little different. There's a bunch of them that I do watch. They're very different from me. The personalities are way different from me. Even if they do the same stuff that I do, the personalities make the difference. So it's not just the truck, it's also us, which for me is kind of weird because, I mean, really, look at me. So that's basically how it all started. So let's see here. I'm going to try to start getting to some of these questions here. I'm going to go backwards here. From Delaware, of a small airport, National Park in Georgetown, Delaware, have ever delivered out this way? Maybe? I'm not sure. Hey, dude, come back to Spokane. I might. I am in the process of looking for another truck for that big old Detroit. So, stuff out that way seems to be in better shape and cheaper. So, you never know. What is the name of your sexy beast Dodge Ram? Funny you should ask. Brock gave it a name, and it's starting to stick. Well, Matt's Dodge Ram we always refer to as Mr. Beefy. Well, my truck, because mine's 4x4 and Matt's is 2-wheel drive, mine's a crew cab, his is extended cab, I guess. You know, it's not a crew cab, but it has a back seat. So mine's taller and longer. Brock started calling it Beefier, like Mr. Beefy, but beefier. And it kind of stuck. I started thinking like Land Yachty, some crap like that. Originally, we were calling it the Rental because I'm not known for buying brand new vehicles, and that's the first. Well, the Harley I bought brand new, but that's kind of different. That was a motorcycle, but that truck is the first like car I ever bought brand new. So we were referring to it as the Rental because it was like, okay, when do we have to bring this back? You know, like we were renting it. So I think Beefier kind of sticks in there. Looking at your cab over because your channel, I'm like plow, hockey, haul grain only, small lanes and dirt. That's David Kessel there. Yeah, the cab over certainly helps, which kind of starts the whole question regarding what truck I put that big Detroit in when I get it built. Let's see here. Hi from Detroit. Hello, good evening. How long have you been a truck driver for, Steve? 23 years? Yeah, 20. May will be 24. Oh, yeah. How'd that happen? Yeah. Let's see here. Sean Nevison said, how was your run to the dirty side? Not really sure what you mean by the dirty side. That sounds like something I'd get into, though. Hey, FSC, can you say hi to my friend Julius Moultrie III? Love your videos, by the way. Julius Moultrie III. What's up, brother? Oh, it's your unwoke sister. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to get into that a little bit, too. A little bit regarding my family. I will say this. Soon I will have absolutely no reason to ever go back to New Jersey. My family is moving out of New Jersey finally. We've talked about stuff in past live streams with my mother, especially with the lockdowns almost killing my mother, and medical neglect also taking a toll on my dad too. By the way, they're both doing really better than the last time I've spoke about them, including my dad. My dad's probably doing leaps and bounds so much better than the last video you saw where he gave Matt that motorcycle. My father is like so much better. I mean, literally, I seen something I haven't seen in probably 5 or 6 years. He parked a car in the rain and he ran to the garage. Now, for a 70-year-old man toting around an oxygen tube, that's like, I mean, he may as well just watch an elephant walk in on 2 legs and start tap dancing. I mean, I never thought I'd see that in my life. But they're doing real much better. But they're not waiting around in Jersey anymore for the next round of problems, so they getting out of there. So that's going to be coming up here in future vacation videos or whatever is going to start coming up. Let's see here. Hey, Steve, love the new channel. Keep it coming. Don in North Carolina. Yeah, I'm trying. It's just, I haven't driven truck. I haven't driven Orwell, honestly, since before Memorial Day weekend. I had 2 trips that I went to New Jersey to help my parents. One was to help my father, or actually help my mother, help my father through a surgery. Mom needed a little bit of assistance with taking care of my dad, so I went home for that. And like literally a week and a half, 2 weeks later, we went over there once everything got finalized with where they're moving. Start emptying the house out. And when you live in a place for 42 years and you have, you get older and you don't necessarily, when you got health problems, things don't get taken care of as good as they should. Long story short, the last time I was over there was to finally get the last of my crap out of that house. Granted, I grew up there since I was 3, so still a lot of stuff there. And we threw out a lot of crap that is not going with them to their new place where they're moving. So that was the last trip that I went out there for. So that's kind of happened kind of quickly. So this week's the first trip I've been out with Orwell for probably like 2 months now. So it's good to be back. It's running a lot better now. Obviously the turbo was on its way out. It did not fail in a catastrophic manner, but it was a very visual failure. I will give the hint to videos coming up. You'll see it in this channel of the turbo failing. The replacement of the turbo will be on FSC Truck Shop after you see the turbo failure. But the turbo was replaced, and she's running top. It's a truck's named a he. What is it? Anyway, Orwell's running great. It sounds. Granted, I haven't been in a while, so I might just not be used to it. It seems like performance is there. The sound is crisp and clean. It just sounds powerful. Pulls as good as a 400 horse cat ought to. So I'm happy. And my load that I'm under now is 41,500 pounds on a step deck. I don't weigh a lot. What's my gross? I look over here. Gross weight. I'm only 73,000 gross right now with 41.5 on the deck. So she's running good. Running real good. I'm happy with that. However, there's another little drama coming up that I had with this thing. How many fuel pressure gauges do you go through before you finally give up and just change out the whole system? Because I had a fuel pressure gauge literally not even make it from Green Bay, Wisconsin to around the south side of Chicago before it was filling with fuel and dumping it in my dash and landing on my floor. Again. So yeah, that's going to be another video coming up too. I'm thinking I may update the gauges because these Chinese gauges that I've been buying ain't working. That's from Peterbilt, and Peterbilt doesn't pay me, so I'm not dogging them, but these Chinese gauges are terrible. All right, let's try to get caught up here. Holy God. ISPRO gauges, Family Tradition Transportation said. As much as I like keeping Orwell, I have more of a factory stock look with gauges with actual needles and numbers and written in English. I am kind of thinking going digital. That way I can keep the fuel pressure comes off. What it does is there's an actual hose that runs from the gauge to the primer pump, the handheld pump you got to pump to prime a Caterpillar. So if your hose bursts or if the gauge fails, you literally dump fuel right into your dashboard. Worse yet is the oil pressure gauge. If that fails or that hose breaks, you will eventually dump your entire crankcase right out that little hose.
So you have to watch that. I think I want to get rid of all those pressurized hoses and go electric. But I like the look of the gauges with needles and numbers written in English. But I am thinking going digital and have the whole dash in blue to match the truck. Kind of a different look, but I'm not sure. I literally just had it up to here with the gauges, or this fuel. Right now, there's a hole in the dash where the gauge used to be because I took the line off the engine and capped it. So, but I don't know. ISPRO gauges, if they make gauges that I like, yeah, we might go that route. We'll see. Someone wrote for pyro gauges. Yeah, I do want to change that as well. There's a bunch of little things that this thing needs to be done. He says they make it electric gauges with analog displays. LED gauges fail, Road Train said. Yeah, that's the other concerning factor. Everything breaks. I mean, nothing is good as original anymore. Engine airflow gauge. That's here. Hey, bud, where are you at? Hey, bud, where at? I'm in Ohio. I'll just leave it at that. Could you close how much you make? Somebody sent me a link to that one YouTuber. My sister Tanya, you'd get a kick out of this. So what this one YouTuber does is he goes through all these YouTube channels and he makes a video based on the clout of another channel. And he released the video. It was out for 3 months and it had 600 views. Okay, I'm not trying to be Billy Badass here, but the video is out 3 months and it's got 600 views. No one's interested in watching it. Maybe he does real good numbers if he talks about how much Savage Garage or Daily Driven Exotics or Clevis McFarland makes. Nobody cares what I make on YouTube. So he did this whole video. It said how much I make on YouTube. The numbers were way off. Which, I mean, in general, we watched it, so I saw it yesterday. I made a comment. I said, dude, your math is wrong by a lot. That was my comment. And the guy said, yeah, I hope you're making more than that. So I'm like, what I make on YouTube is nobody's business, but other than me. So you guys can guess all you want. I don't care. But it's obviously not the only income source. But, I mean, it's really 600 views in 3 months. Nobody cares what I make. Trust me. I'm not that important. Yeah, that was kind of funny. One of the guys said, oh, man, you ought to report him, invasion of privacy. Yeah, you can look on Social Blade and see what Social Blade says. It's the same for everybody. I guess the stats are accurate, but revenue's weird because not all ads pay the same. And, it's what countries, time of day, all of that's way different. So I've seen views go up and revenues go down all in the same day. It really depends. There's not a set money. And most people think you make money on subscribers. No, it's watch minutes, guys. You really make your money on minutes watched, not subscribers. Oh, let's see here. How's the new clutch been working on Orwell since you rebuilt it? Guys are going backwards. It's Chris FR. Clutch works great. Haven't had an issue with it at all. Are they coming to live near y'all? No. I will disclose it in the future. It's up to Tanya right now because we're kind of... Look, I have I'm a family guy. I have family, I have had people just show up randomly at the shop. I could say what state probably, but I think I already did, but I'm not really too much into disclosing where the family's going. But they're going warm. They're going warm and free. They're going warm and free. Your father looked great. Oh, man, you ought to see him now. Oh, man, I cannot wait to get him back on the vlogs. My father is he's like a whole nother dude, man. You know what? I hate to say it like this, but I'm glad. I really am glad. He actually looks disheveled. He lost so much weight, which was a good thing. The weight was killing him. He was ballooning up because he had an issue that was created by a doctor that wasn't doing his job. And he had a really bad side effect of one of his medications, and it gave him a massive bladder problem. The time before I seen him, I don't know, maybe 3-4 months ago, I seen him, and I'm watching him eat. Now, my dad outweighed me, and I'm watching him eat, and I'm like, my father does not eat like a fat man. Why is he so big? Like, he doesn't eat that much. It turned out his bladder was literally the size of a 2-liter bottle. He was on the verge of dying from that. He was just crushing himself with water weight. I mean, literally, when you hurt yourself and you bleed clear liquid rather than blood, there's a major problem. Yeah, so nobody likes that doctor. So he's obviously seen a different doctor. They drained him out. He felt so much better, and he lost a lot of weight. So back to the funny part of the story. If you see my father walking around, he kind of looks disheveled because his clothes don't fit him. He lost so much weight. I weigh a lot more than him now, and his clothes don't fit him. So he's just trying to see where he levels off before he starts buying clothes. It's a sight to see. I'm just happy, like I said. I seen him run the other day, or maybe a couple weeks ago. I was like, oh my God, it's so cool. So yeah, I'm really excited, and watch my parents being so happy. Like my mom especially being she's excited to move. She's really excited to move. Come on to North Carolina, Steve. Been there, done that. I'll visit. When I was in the Air Force, I was stationed in North Carolina. Didn't do so good down there. Maybe things have changed, but man, guy from Jersey didn't do so well down there. What about a U model or R model Mack for the new project truck? I don't know. I'm leaning towards something very unique. Unless I find something really, really special, I'm gonna stay away from Peterbilt's, Kenworth's, Freightliners for the V12. I'm looking into. I'll be straight with you. I'm looking into Diamond Rio. I'm looking into Autocar. I'm considering a Peterbilt only if it has the needle nose butterfly style hood, but I don't know if a V12 will fit underneath the hood of that because it's so narrow. I don't know. So I'm looking at, if I'm going to go conventional, I'm thinking about Autocar. I'm thinking of Diamond Rio. I've seen some Diamond Rio cab overs flying around on Marketplace that I don't know. Guys are suggesting Astros to me, GMC Astro, Chevy Titan. I've even considered GMC Cannonball, but those are very hard to work on because the cab doesn't tilt up. You have to take the floorboards out of the truck and work underneath the cab that way. If I were to go that route, I would have a much smaller engine just because of clearance. But for the V12, I'm really thinking Autocar conventional or Diamond Rio. That's the direction I'm thinking. Tanya F. Who wants to see Steve? Who wants to see Steve's trip down to South USA? I'm sure somebody does. Tanya, should I tell this state? I know I mentioned it in the video, but I did not edit it yet, so I could always bleep it out. Apparently somebody said that already. Let's see. Tanya, did you say that already? Yeah, I'm looking around here. Hang on, going down. Somebody wrote here, did a Peterbilt make a 372? I don't know. I'm not like the expert in all Peterbilts. I think they did. It was like a real weird looking truck, I think, if I'm thinking what I'm thinking of. Matt P. Lombardo says, hey FSC, do you remember me from the previous live stream? I was watching your vid when you went to go pick up the Army vehicle. You were close to me. How often do you run through New Jersey? I actually turned down a load going to Newark to take the loads that I have now. Loads being plural. I got 2 back-to-back round trip deals. But I could have taken a load going to Newark, one of those big strikers. I turned that down, believe it or not. This deal was just too good to turn up. Although I had to hustle to get it done too, believe me. I wound up having some issues with getting the truck done on time. But I got it done. Okay. But yeah, other than, dude, the East Coast freight pays better than anything else we do. And unless I have a reason, which is usually money, I go where the money goes, typically. So Yeah, I sound like I'm never coming back to Jersey or anywhere northeast. It's just family-wise, it's much nicer going somewhere else.
Keep on trucking from Germany, Lockheed Starliner says. Everything about changing your caution lights on Orwell to rotators. Yeah, I have. Oh, Tanya already... Okay, Tanya did disclose that.
Okay, yes, the Feschek family is moving to West Texas. We are going to a free state of Texas. We are going to West Texas. We as in the family. I still reside in Wisconsin. It's not changing for a while. Matt is going to be a senior in high school. He has to finish school where he is. After high school, I don't know where he's going to go, whether he's going to go military or whether he's going to go trade school. I don't know. So I'm not looking to make a move anytime soon. However, I am looking into property near where my parents and my sister are moving. That way I have a place to go, like a winter getaway place, and be close to the family when I take some time off and go down there. We don't usually go down that way with the truck. Laredo freight pays like garbage, so I have no need to go to Laredo with the truck. I'd rather just go down there with the car or pickup truck or the camper or something. So I'm starting to look into, when I get down there, I'm going to start looking into property and things as far as where to go, like what maybe I could buy. But that'd be like a winter getaway spot. Being leased out with Widmeyer, we're Wisconsin based guys, there's no getting around that. So as long as Wisconsin doesn't get real crazy, I'll stay. What size wheel do you use? Orwell is 24.5s. I don't remember the numbers, but they're 24.5 low pro. If that helps. Let's see here. No, I don't care about YouTube income. I'm talking about truckloads pay. What do you gross? I'm not talking about that either. I do well. Widmeyers, especially if you're an owner operator, okay, you're gonna work for your money, but you will be paid good for your money. But you're gonna have to work. You want the good loads, you want the good paying stuff. Get used to New Jersey, get used to Connecticut, Massachusetts, and all of that. Matter of fact, tomorrow's video, we're going to get into that whole Connecticut truck tax thing coming up soon. And I did a whole intro on that at the beginning of the video. I think you guys will really like that. That's tomorrow morning. But that's a whole new 17. Get this, Tanya. Connecticut wants to charge us an extra 17 cents a mile to drive in their state, to either bring them freight, pick up their freight, or drive through them. My answer to that is, that's why freight pays so well, because you're going to have to pay me that 17 cents. I'm not going to eat that out of the kindness of my heart. You will. Not me. You, John Q. Consumer, will pay me to drive in Connecticut. It's so simple. That's how we do it. And anybody with a brain does it like that. Okay, here. I'm asking because I'm interested in being a flatbed trucker. I'm going to tell you this right now. What's your name there? Saladon89. Reminds me of the band Sabaton. Just check that band out. Anyway, flatbedding is the best way to go if you're trying to break into the industry, because, like, if you wanted to do what I do, you need 2 years experience flatbedding and even think about getting in one of our trucks or even coming in as an owner-operator. So if you could start as a flatbedder, do that, because you get everything else OTR, get over the road, gives you, but then you also have the skill of flatbedding. If you immediately start in the swinging doors, you're kind of stuck in swinging doors unless you figure out somebody that'll give you the training and opportunity to do that. And I'm certainly not willing to train anybody in a Peterbilt with one bed, so that ain't happening. So if you could get into flatbedding, get into it somehow, and then you could start figuring out where you're going to lease your truck onto, or where you're going to work as a company truck. I've always said that way, and it's always the best way to go. Road Train 5910 said Hayes. You know, that's not a bad idea, except once you start getting into some oddball trucks, parts are very hard to find. I'll give you examples. Looking into GMC Astro. Where do you get windshields for those? Like, seriously. It's like the 352 Peterbilt. The corner glass? That's hard to find. 362s I still can get from PACCAR. But, oddball stuff's getting tough. Someone else said, family tradition, transportation, found an old Hayes. GMC General, thinking about it. I don't know if a V12 fits under the hood of a long hood General. I know there's a guy in Florida that makes them a little bit longer, like takes a long hood and adds like 8 inches to them. But I know it can be done. I've seen it done, but it's GMC General's a good-looking truck. I might go that route. Sam Beer says a V12 Detroit will not fit in a needle-nose Peterbilt. You have to leave the sides off, and the frame is really not wide enough. Well, who says I would have the original frame in that Peterbilt? I think the next truck is going to be re-railed because eventually it's going to be a 4-axle tractor. But I get it. It might have more of a modern suspension, modern driveline underneath it, meaning the rears, but it'll have a different, an older transmission and obviously the older engine. But it's a thought. Right now it's just a matter of getting that engine built. Road Train 5910, Hawaii is South USA. Hawaii is beautiful to visit, but you couldn't breathe. I was there last year. Wave says hello from Hawaii. No, from Iowa. Sorry, duh. I got Hawaii on my mind. Let's see here. Not commie form. Again, California's a beautiful state to visit when you can breathe. Hey. Hello, FSC. Hope you're doing well. That's Frank Flores. Hi, Steve. How are you? It's Billy Swart. Dude, that name's hard to do. I'm going to butcher it. Let's call you Billy. Thank you, Billy. I'm doing well. A little hot in the truck. I got the windows down, engine off, and I'm sitting on top of a hot engine, so I'll sweat for a little bit. I'm going to put the fan on here in a little while, but it'll be too noisy. You won't hear me. Do you play American Truck Simulator at home? No, I play American Truck Reality. No, I'm not in the video games of doing what I already do. You should show a pic of suicidal pool. I don't have the pic of the pool. Oh, God. I guess, Tanya, I should tell that story. Poor thing. No, Matt offered to send me that picture, Tanya. I never, I said, no, don't worry about it. I don't want to bother anybody. But, no. So, Tanya sold their house because they're moving to Texas. They're literally packing up. They're, like, leaving in, like, a day. I think tomorrow they were planning on leaving. And, I had that big set of storms come through Wisconsin and all down out in New Jersey. Matter of fact, there were 3 tornadoes in Jersey the other day. Their pool blew up. Like, it blew up. Like, it side split, and poof. Just like in Bad Boys 2. The whole pool just emptied out in, like, a second. And then, Tanya said, yeah, the pool must have been suicidal. It couldn't bear the thought of any other family swimming in it, so it just killed itself. And they're on a hill. So then Tanya was telling me, dying laughing, telling me this. She goes, at the bottom of the hill, it's where the deer usually bed down for the night, down the bottom of the hill. So sometime middle of the night, it's raining. The poor deers are probably sitting there sleeping. Next thing you know, like, I don't know, what's a pool? 30,000 gallons of water. Deers are surfing down the hill. Had to have been. So yeah, that's the suicidal pool. Have you thought about a Marmon for the V12? I have thought of it. I don't know about a conventional because at quick glance going down a highway, a Marmon looks like a Peterbilt if you just going down the road, so it really wouldn't stand out. Cab over, yeah, I would definitely consider a Marmon cab over for sure. Near the Alamo, West Texas, guys. I have been hearing Steve. I haven't been hearing on Steve Summers. You can give up on it. Look, guys, I've been calling in an America's Trucking Network back when that's what all the way back to Trucking Bozo. Steve Summers is Dale Summers' son. So I've been calling that show my entire trucking career. I've spoke to Steve a lot. Steve Summers, that is. I spoke to him a lot, met him personally. I consider him a friend. So, yeah, if I give him a couple free plugs, that's what I'm going to do. He was canned from iHeart for not going woke, and I support the guy. Plain and simple, I support him. So if I could throw him a couple of plugs to send my guys his way, that's what I'm going to go do. So I'm not giving up on him. I'm glad he landed on his feet.
Okay, here. I'm going to scroll all the way to the end here. Because I know I'm back in. Road Train 5910, Buzz and Dozen. Yes, it's going into something. That's on FSC Truck Shop, me taking that engine down. There's a second channel now. It's FSC Truck Shop. That's the garage. That's the shop work. That's me working on Orwell. That's me tearing down and going to rebuild this V12 Detroit. It's FSC Truck Shop. If I buy a flatbed trailer, which type would you recommend? At a quick glance, I'd say step deck. But if you're going to haul heavy, like real heavy stuff, you're better off with a flatbed. The straight flatbed, they're lighter. But they're tall, so you can't get such big stuff on there. Like you see like the standard fire trucks, not those big strikers, but like a regular fire truck, can't put them on a flatbed. So what kind of freight are you going to haul? That's basically the answer. Have I had any interaction with Sunnyside Trucking? My second cousin owns it. His name's Tommy. No, I have not. Steve, anything else but cab over for V12 Detroit would be blasphemy. Maybe not. I don't know. If you see me driving around in a 1960-something auto car, tell me you ain't going to watch that. Oh, let's see here. My favorite Canadian cab over, Steve, is the Hayes Clipper. I'll have to look that up. Any plans for the yellow 352? You tell me. I don't know. I sold it. I was supposed to start working on it, and I've seen no money. So it's been sitting there. So I may offer to buy it back to do something with it. But I don't know. It's not exactly costing me money to sit there, but it's not fair that I have to store someone else's truck for this length of time. Maybe if he's watching, he'll give me a text or something, let me know what's going on. But it's not mine anymore. I sold it. Going through the thing here. What's up? What's up, Steve? Where are you headed? Over by Pittsburgh. With the load I have, it's a test weight for a crane at a power plant. It's one of many test weights, so we're not doing the wait around for them to decide to unload us eventually, because these power plants are very picky with every little anything. Like, I think literally if you want to make a plan to take a crap, you have to have a meeting to decide when you're going to have the meeting to make the plan, to have the first meeting to plan when you're going to take the crap, and then you're going to have another meeting before you do that to determine what you're going to do after you take that crap. So yeah, our answer is we're going to drop the trailer there with the load on it and get paid to bobtail back, and give us a call when you're ready for us to come pick up our empty trailers. Would you ever consider stretching the Pete? If you're talking about Orwell, no. No sense in stretching a cab over unless you're going to add a fourth axle. Brockway, most have Detroits in them. There is a truck, if you look on YouTube, they call it the Beast. It's a Brockway with a 12V71, and it has 4 stacks in the back because they were trying to quiet it down for hauling the steel for the World Trade Center, the Twin Towers, through Manhattan when they were building that truck, or when they were building that thing. And that truck, I'll tell you, if I had the opportunity and money to buy that truck, I would. Hands down. It's a beautiful looking truck, and it's already a 4-axle tractor for heavy haul. But that thing sounds sweet. It's an awesome video on YouTube. Go check that out. It's called The Beast. All right, I'm going to go back to the end of the thing here. Trucker21 says, sup, FSC. I'm just sitting here yapping with you guys. Riley, Rail, Aviation, and Trucks. Hey, FSC. Yeah, you're the guy that has the buddy that's a truck spotter that found me in New England not once, but twice. He's got a plug coming up for that video on Sunday. Because I had the GoPro going when I went by him, sitting at the rest area, right? I happened to find him, like, oh crap, let me throw the guy a plug. He's busting ass working hard. Oh, Doug Ailes, Steve, next weekend is the Sandbar Bash. Man, never got to meet up with you. All the best, bro. Yeah, Doug, that'd have been cool. I probably would be busy. If not, maybe we'll go hoist up a few beers or something. It'd be a good idea to try anyway. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, you should stuff that old I can't even read today. Michael Aiden says you should stuff the dozen into an old needle nose Kenworth if it would fit. I don't know if they will. Old two-stroke channel. He has a 362 cab over with a 12 Detroit.
Oh man, I've been talking to him, texting back and forth. I've been looking at some of them videos he did. That Peterbilt he got, let me tell you, when they built that truck, I don't think there was an option that they didn't put in that truck, including that Detroit. It has everything you'd ever want in it. I don't know what he paid for that thing. It probably cost a fortune because that truck is so rare, so nice, has every option available to it. It was just that was the Cadillac of Cadillacs. That's like the trucking Lamborghini right there. Okay, that particular Peterbilt old two-stroker's got. You should check that out. That V12 and that old Peterbilt, that 352. I think it's a 73. It has everything you could have ever wanted in a truck in 73. That's one hell of a rig. I don't know how we found that thing, but oh man, I would love to have that. Salad on 89. Hey FSC, are you completely hairless? Yes, I have alopecia. Came out when I was 8. Took the hair down to nothing. Eyelashes, brows, nada. Have you ever ran into Greg and Amy, FTEs? Clam Walker. FTEs, talking about Full Trucker Effect. That's from the Bubba the Love Sponge show. I heard he sold the Green Machine. Lasker told me that. I don't know if that's true. But obviously Lasker does not talk to Bubba anymore. And I've washed my hands of that deal. By the way, I'm getting ready to pass you in YouTube subscribers there, Todd. I know that'll piss him off. Got a question for you. What's your honest opinion on newer aerodynamic trucks? There you go. What do you think of Mack cab overs? I am kind of partial to the cab overs. My favorite Mack and them old R models. Growing up, you've seen them everywhere. The old R model Macks and them auto cars. Growing up, you always seen them in dump trucks. They seemed indestructible. Sean's Classic Trucks, the V12, otherwise known as the Buzzin' Dozen or the Rocky Mountain Hummingbird. Where is Alex Flores? Says, where is your son? My son is with my sister, helping move. That's where Matt is. Sean, he's playing around in New England. He's still playing with his Jeep. Plastic spew, yeah. How long have you had Orwell? I bought Orwell in late summer, going into fall of 2019 is when I bought Orwell. Sawyer says, if you're overweight leaving the shipper and are stopped by DOT before you can get to a scale, what happens? You lose money. That's what happens. There's no getting around that. You got to bear in mind, guys, the way trucking laws are. Like, I'll give you an example, right? You're going down a road. The moment you burn out a headlight, you're breaking a law. You don't even know it. The nanosecond after that filament goes pop, it's illegal. So if you leave the shipper and it's overweight, that's your problem. It ain't theirs. You didn't have the opportunity to check it, that's your problem. That's the way the law is. It's like I said, is it fair that you could literally get stopped 1 nanosecond after a light breaks? That's the way it is, though. Hey, brother, glad to see you from Eric Hauser from Larned. How do you pronounce that? Larned, Larned, Kansas, and hi. Next project for Orwell. Gauges. I don't know. Just right now, just taking care of the crap. I'll tell you what. That's what's really pissing me off now. Is in this industry, it's all over the place. If it isn't, you can't get parts. The parts you get are junk. Okay, I'm not going to badmouth Caterpillar, but I bought a new turbo when I put the new engine in Orwell and I rebuilt it. A year and 4 months later, poof, turbo goes. What's up with that? It's out of warranty by 4 months. Well, eat it. Another $2,300 gone out the window. The fuel pressure gauges. I went through 2 of them. They're junk. The brand new ones are Peterbilt, garbage. So some parts you can't get. Like I ordered quarter fender skins for Lasker Chevelle. It took 3 months to come in. The trunk floor took 2 months. That's from year 1. You think they'd have these things in stock? Nope. You're waiting months for this stuff now. Orwell's transmission. It took a week to get parts from Indiana. You know what the excuse was? It was cold in Texas. You ship it from Indiana to Wisconsin. What the hell's Texas got to do with anything? But this is getting to be a problem. The parts we get aren't worth spit. So between the turbo and these 2 friggin' gauges, I'm getting tired of this nonsense, guys. It doesn't. It's not just the old truck being it's 84. I don't care if you got a 3-year-old truck. Parts are garbage today. It's terrible. All right, rant over. FSC, I got a 98 Volvo VLN. I'm looking for original oil pan rubber gasket for the potbelly pan, not just upgraded one. Any advice? Volvo does not sell the original anymore. I don't know. I don't know much about the Volvos. All I could tell you is, like I said, it's getting difficult to find parts. I mean, maybe you'd get lucky with some NOS stuff, but I don't know. Other than your V12 project, would you be interested in a narrow hood Peterbilt? Yeah, I would if the price is right. But right now, with everything going on with the family moving and me having to take a lot of time to do that, come here, my parents are elderly and my sister's moving first. So I have to go to Jersey a lot to help my parents out. So I'm not going to be working as much, so money's going to be a little tighter. To be honest, that's why the rims ain't done on Orwell yet, because money's a little tight. Not crazy, but, you know, I just can't blow $3,200 on rims just for fun right now. What's my favorite cat engine? That's a good question. Probably, I like the fact that I can work on my B model without a big problem, but to me the best of them were the C16, C15, and the 3406E, because they were electronic but not overly regulated. Those years they just cared about making power. What came out the stacks, I didn't care, no, neither did them. It was once they started putting that ACERT crap with the twin turbos on there, or compounded turbos, I should say. They're really not twins, or compounds. After that, they went downhill. They went downhill so bad, Caterpillar quit making truck engines. Are you going to wear your mask in the truck? You're kidding me, right? You know, there were older videos I was running around wearing a mask. Yeah, no one knew nothing. Wasn't wearing it in a damn truck, though. Oh, by the way, I still caught it. Even with an N95 that I had, I still caught the damn thing. So, you could buy me a new pool. Well, I'll tell you what, T. I'll rent the excavator. I'll dig the pool. How about that? And I'll maybe haul the concrete for you. Is Orwell driver's seat comfortable, or will that be a future upgrade? That will be a future upgrade. Yes, C15, C16, and 3408 Caterpillars. Never drove a 3408. I'd love to. A day cab company can make panels for Orwell. Okay. It depends on which panels I need, but are you talking the dash panels? Or are you talking body panels? So your parts being rushed to produce is usually half-ass production. Dude, the last gauge that failed was made in 2019. That's pre-pandemic, so it's just Chinese garbage. It literally said made in China, July something of 2019 is what the sticker said on it. Any modification to Orwell for the V12? I don't. Yeah, basically the whole truck would have to be changed if I were to put the V12. None of the plumbing is right. The throttle linkage is wrong. Everything's wrong. Could it be done? Yeah, but no. Orwell has a brand new engine that I built myself, so we're not messing with that. That's why if the truck, that's the other thing too, the truck I want to get to put that V12 in it, I would prefer to already have a 6V or an 8V or even a 12V already in there already. That way the adaptation, big word, is easier to do. No, you can't do that. You ever consider putting a V12 in a modern Argosy? Call it Creature Comforts, but the ELD exempt. You could do that as far as the ELDs, but you have to have a 99 or a 2000 model year or older. However, if you put a 73 model year engine, it does not meet EPA requirements for a 1990. Let's say you had a 99 Argosy. I don't know if they made them in 99, but let's say they did. As far as the ELD is concerned, yes, you'd be exempt because you have a 99. But as far as the EPA is concerned, no, not so fast, because now you're putting a 73 model year truck engine in a 99 model year truck. The truck does not meet emission standards for 1999. Now you're dead in the water. That's where everybody makes me go, oh, you can't be blowing coal, or you can't roll coal with Orwell, you get the EPA on your ass. The truck is stock for 1984. There is nothing anybody could do to me for running a stock engine that is literally it's bone stock. I didn't even upgrade the turbo, still factory Caterpillar turbo. Okay, it meets emissions standards for 1984. Can't do nothing. I'm not like some of these real big channels or TV shows putting delete kits in pickup trucks and making a lot of money and putting it out on TV and thinking EPA is going to catch up to you. Of course they're going to catch up to you. Duh, you've been flaunting it in their face. As long as you can stay away from California, that's where everyone's moving out. Yeah, I just hope when they do move out, they leave their crap behind. Does Orwell have air conditioning? Orwell has factory air conditioning that does not work. No, it's okay. I'm not going to be a good boy. Michael Aiden says, do you plan on working the truck that ends up with the V12 or the show project truck? No, it'll be a working truck. That's why I have to be careful where I get parts from with that, because it has to run. It has to work. It can't be a constant breakdown problem. So, no, it's going to be a working truck. I'm going to put freight on it working. Have you ever watched the Semi-Casual show? No. Oh, the answer for me with the panels was interior panels. All right, cool. We might have to do something about that. I'll look into it. Emissions laws will kill diesels. Okay, good. Then I guess they could show up with their electric car and come get their crap. Good luck with that. Is there, oh, okay. We're back to that thing. Trying to go back to the comments. Only 118 likes. Come on, y'all, hit that like button. Yeah, they always tell you need to, if you watch the YouTube tutorials on how to be a successful channel, they're like, yeah, you got to tell them like and subscribe. I throw the graphics on the videos. I feel weird like begging. Come on, man, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I feel like I'm begging. I feel like a Tampa, Florida radio host begging. Kibbles and bits and bits and bits. Diamondback D, I completely understand your sentiment right there. Love the truck. I'm starting to think about looking for one. Yeah, go for it. They are fun to drive, I'll tell you that. It is very cool when you go down the road and the truck is very obvious and sticks out. Matter of fact, did you guys notice the thumbnail picture? I didn't take that. That picture I took off Diane Breed's, no, not Diane Breed. That was No Hood Mafia. Somebody seen me going down the road today and posted up on Facebook on No Hood Mafia. So I took the picture, I threw it on my thumbnail. I thought that was kind of badass. That is cool, though. Have I seen any other trucker YouTubers out there on the road? It seems like a lot of you run in similar areas. Not knowingly. Let's be frank. Let's think of the ones I know. The ones that are in the U.S. A lot of guys that I follow that are trucker YouTubers, they're not necessarily truckers. Not for Hire doesn't drive truck for a living. Old Two Stroker doesn't drive truck for a living. Twin Stick Garage, he doesn't drive for a living either. He's in Canada anyway. Those are the guys I know of. Just Trucking, I would recognize that Volvo if I seen it, but I don't usually cross too many paths with him. That'd be kind of cool to run into him. Happiness by the Mile, that truck, I'm sure she's successful with it. I hope she is. But that truck is a dime a dozen. You would never recognize it out of a crowd. You go to any FedEx terminal and there's 200 of them exactly the same. So I wouldn't recognize her unless I seen her walking in or out of the truck stop. And even there, it's who else? That's about it. I'm trying to think of who else but yeah, I know I haven't ran into anybody. Oh, Gentry. Yeah, I would recognize him a mile away. I just don't run into him. I message him on Instagram every now and again, and he'll message me. We're trying to figure out a time we get together. But we're pretty busy, so we're both pretty terrible. I'll send him a message, and it'll be like days later. But I'm known for that too. You send me a message, you might hear from me in a day or two. Let's see here. Saw something that there's a new 22 all-electric Freightliner with 120-mile range that will go over $350,000. Now that's a business model waiting to fail. I mean, hell, the old Ray Carlisle joke. You want to make a small fortune in the trucking industry? Start off with a big one. Buy a truck like that, you'll make the no fortune real quick. That crack you found in the V12, was that outside surface crack? I don't know. I really haven't gotten underneath it to really look yet. I just got the cylinders out of it, got the the rods and pistons out of it, and called it a day. I had to get this truck running, so I had to wait to finish that tear down. But I'm already set up with the machine shop to start once I get the block over there to look into it and seeing what we got to do to get it right. If you had to park Orwell, what other cab over would you choose to run? I like K100 cab. I like a lot of them, don't get me wrong. I really couldn't tell you. Let's see here. Check out JC Smith Project channel. Now, there's so many out there I'd love to actually have the time to look up. The problem is, guys, between editing video and trucking and working the shop, time is limited. I really don't have a lot of time to watch YouTube. Although me and Jen are watching a lot of Deadliest Catch, but usually I'm fall asleep on the couch watching it. I get tired. What about Wicked Internet Semi-YouTuber? I never even heard of them. Let's see here. Electric trucks are going to suck in minus 40. I don't think they'll move in minus 40. Trucking with Spit. That's another one I thought of. Yeah. He's, where the hell's he out of? He's like western Iowa, South Dakota area up there. Yeah, I've chatted with him back and forth on live streams a couple of times. He's a pretty cool dude. I'll tell you what, he is real chill. You know how much crap he puts up with hauling that reefer? Believe me, there's a reason why I pull flatbed. Reefers is why. Never do it again. Super Trucker Dan. I've seen him before. I haven't seen him. Like, I've seen his channel. He's a good guy. He seems like a good dude. Real orderly with everything. Flatbedder. He seems like he's doing okay. Wouldn't mind meeting him in person. Never have, though. Let's see here. Yes, the Pats NY says, my sister and her son both moved to Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Both of them each bought a house on the lake. I hope they met out all right, because we had that storm come through the other day, and it did some damage up there, I heard. Have you checked out Easy Rooter 359? He did everything on his truck. He extended his frame and added a fourth axle. I have not. What part of Jersey are you from? North Central Jersey. How about an International? I thought about it. I always loved the look of the old Transtar 2s. I thought they were cool looking. I wouldn't mind something like that. Takes about 20 minutes to fill up diesel. F-charge in the truck, that's stupid. Oh, the electric truck? Yeah, that's ridiculous. Forget about it. What about Rodeo Reed? Never heard of him. Hey, can you pull a bull wagon behind Orwell? Of course I can. I know nothing about hauling cattle, though. That would be a video if I rode around with a cattle hauler. That would be a video. Seeing my fat ass in there trying to unload cattle out of a cow trailer. Oh, God, that'd be so funny. Oh, man. Hey, bull haulers, it's an idea. Come on, hit me up. That might be a good idea. Long Haul Larry in Wisconsin, too. I've heard of him. Do I haul oversized with Orwell? I'm oversized right now. I'm 11 wide. That's why I'm sitting here so early. Gotta get moving. Have a great night as Diamondback D. Tanya claps hands. Okay, I was on the phone with my sister when the storm hit. It was a doozy. Yeah, it totally missed us. I mean, we didn't get really much of anything in Freedom, but I heard the lake got hit and some docks got messed up and a couple boats got wrecked. So
Hope that didn't do you guys too bad. The instant it was European trucks, in which you could get Scania, Mercedes. Let me tell you, Mercedes, when it comes to truck, left a bad taste in my mouth. We call them Freightliners. I'm not a big fan of Freightliner. I own 2 of them, and I'm not a fan of them. They're okay truck. Maybe the older ones were better, but I had a 95 and I had an 01, and the build quality just isn't there in my opinion. Ain't no feeling like cowmobiling. Yeah, I can only imagine. I'm talking about the loading and unloading part. That would be it. If I could get a ride on like that, sign whatever papers for the insurance for a rider or just a waiver. I don't give a crap. But you'd have to film it. You definitely have to film it. Me trying to load or unload a cow trailer or being taught how to do it. I would do it just for the experience, to be honest. That's not a bad idea. Any of you bull haulers, hit me up. Maybe we can make something like that happen one of these times. It'd be funny as hell. Watch Rocky Mountain bull haulers. Tons of great trucks. Long Haul Larry had an accident. He's been in the hospital. No, I don't. I never heard about that. I've heard of him, but I haven't watched any of his stuff. Hope he's okay. Dude, the truck's filthy inside, and there's not much to see. The bed's not even really made. I just threw my blankets on top there, so it's just a bed. It's a bed with blankets and everything else over here. It's camera gear on my doghouse. It's a truck, dude. Cattle smells wouldn't. What? Cattle smells wouldn't do it. It's just smell. I mean, it's just smell. I mean, come on. I grew up in Jersey. I'm used to smell. Have you ever been through Elizabeth in the 80s? Please, you knew you were getting into Newark. You smelled Elizabeth before you got there. Trust me. Stunk to high heaven. And you old-timers know exactly what I'm talking about. You head north, because I would get on a turnpike to go north at exit 9. You'd head north. Before you got to Elizabeth, hold your nose. You knew it. Long Haul Larry fell off a ladder and broke his back. Currently recovering in the UP of Michigan. Ouch, that's rough. Oh, man. Hope his prognosis is good. I hate to hear anybody get hurt and get put out of work. That's terrible. Somebody says, seriously, your live streamers are the best. Your reactions are hilarious. Me picturing you trying to get the cattle out. Dude, I swear to God, I gotta try that. I gotta try it. I would do it just for the experience. I'm not kidding. You think I'm kidding? No, I am dead serious. Oh, let's see here. Going back and forth. The Rusty Cracker is another YouTuber. I'll have to look into these things. Man, West Virginia coal miner just caught your channel going down YouTube rabbit hole. Grew up in a Peterbilt cab over my grandfather. Been gone for years. Brought back memories. Thanks. If you're a coal miner, you might look back a few videos before my channel started hitting with the trucks. I did a cool video of my grandfather, my dad's father, from the mines. Explored the area where my dad grew up as a kid, a little kid, in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and the anthracite mine that my grandfather used to work in. Did a whole video about looking for it and what was there and what is there now. That's an interesting video. The end of it, dude, I made the video. I can't watch the end of it without crying. It tears me up, I know. Call me a big baby, but yeah. How long have I been driving? That's Eric Hauser a while back asked that. 20, almost 24 years. Almost 24. Have I ever seen military trucks used to haul shipments? I run into, you see convoys running around, military convoys all the time. I just ran into a couple today going the other way. So, yeah, you see them around. I mean, I haul the truck, so it's kind of nothing new to me. Your new channel, the No Bull Bull Hauler. Oh, man. I tell you. You know what's funny? We were watching, me and my son were watching some old videos. We were looking, kind of change the subject quick. We're looking at some of the videos that Granger Smith, Earl Dibbles Jr., the guy that did that video of Whistling Diesel, kind of came up with an idea based on me and my truck. It'd be a cool video of a song. I kind of thought of it, but
I don't know. I ain't that big for anybody want to do a music video with me, but it would be an interesting title because, let's be frank, I'm from Jersey, but do I really act it? I mean, with the stuff I'm into, I'm probably the funniest sounding hillbilly you ever met. Oh, here comes FSC Rodeo coming soon. Now, my sister has seen me on a mechanical bull. Let's see if she responds to that. She has seen me on a mechanical bull. It's got to be hilarious. Will you ever paint that rusty drive wheel? No, I will not paint that rusty drive wheel. I will replace it, or it will stay rusty. That's the one I'm doing it. And I already said why I'm not going to do it, because as soon as I break open a $5 can of paint and just spray bomb, they'd be like, oh, look at FSC, can't afford real rims, just going to spray bomb his junk. So, no, just leave it rusty. Besides, it gives a truck character. It gives you guys something to bitch about. And the more comments on the bitching, the better the analytics work, see? I think. Yeah, how is Nick? As far as I know, oh yeah, Tanya talking about the truth. Talking about me on a mechanical bull. How's Nick? He's doing good. He's doing good. He's got to adjust to the move, but he's doing real good actually. That's the last time I seen him. He did a lot of work helping out at my grandparents, at his grandparents, helping empty out the house. So he's doing great. From best I could tell, he's doing good. See here, Wayne, Nick is great. See? Told you. Tanya, make sure you tell Nick that the guys are asking about him. So when, who do we wrote for a complaint on that truck? Resort? I can't read. Oh yeah, I had a nice little incident today. I hope I caught it on video. So I'm coming around 294 in Chicago. I'm 11 foot wide, mind you. And the lanes got real skinny quickly. And I needed to move over. Not one, but two trucks would not let me over. And I got on the brake pretty hard. And then the guy, just to be an ass, got on a brake also to block me. And it was one of those, if I had to put the load, now the load's a big, huge piece of steel. Wouldn't hurt the load. But if I had to choose, hit his truck or hit the barrier, I was choosing his truck. And I have his company. I have the name of the company and the rental truck it was too. So that might make a video coming up here soon. I know I caught him on the dash cam because I saved that, but I might have caught him on 2 GoPros. So yeah, he'll be on there. He'll be on there if I got him for sure. But yeah, I almost got one today. And then the fact he road raged me and slowed down even more. He couldn't understand I had to move over because I was running out of room. I was literally going to scrape the guardrail on the passenger side. I needed to move over, and the bastard wouldn't slow down and give me the spot. You could, I mean, it's not like you can't tell. Big flags, banners, strobe lights everywhere. I don't know. I didn't know it was a wide load. I can't see. See, would you pull a double trailer? Why not? I'm from Chicago and live in Appalachians in southeast Kentucky, 3 miles from Virginia. It took a while to be accepted. They figure out I'm just a funny talking hillbilly. I will tell you this. Where my family is moving to Texas, they're very welcoming, but they will ask you questions. And if you're not one of them in heart, they will let you know you need to take your ass back to Jersey and stay in the crap hole you lived in. But if you're one of them, which clearly I am, and clearly my family is, they welcome you to open arms, say welcome to Texas, Texan. That's how they are when they're moving. They're very careful that they don't let California or New Jersey destroy that state. In that region where they're moving, yeah, they don't play. Any idea for Detroit? Maybe get an old military rig to put it in. No, it's just not really practical because everything has to be changed. They're too tall. For one, they're too damn tall. I can't get underneath any trailers that we have. So, not really practical. I thought about it, but no. I'm thinking auto car or Diamond Rio. By the way, if anybody knows of any auto cars or GMC Astros, Generals, especially Detroit powered, 6V, 8V or 12Vs,
reach out to me, Instagram or email me, either one. If you guys know of anybody that's for sale, reasonably priced. We're not talking big money here. Talking something I build like completely. Looking to go that route, perhaps. Ashton Dupree says federal law allows any oversized trucks take up 2 lanes at any time. Maybe they can explain that to the Indiana trooper that gave me the whoop on the hailer when he went by me because he got pissed off that I blocked up 2 lanes through a construction zone because I was too wide for 1 lane. You can explain it to him too. He didn't pull me over, but he let me know he wasn't happy about it. I did not catch that on camera, unfortunately. The cameras were on there, but the batteries had already died. But yeah, that guy had too much truck, not enough lane in Chicago. But I got out of it. It's tight. It was tight, but I got out of it. Love the videos of your Cape Cod delivery to Otis, Mass Military Joint Base Cape Cod on that Striker. I live seasonally on Cape and have gone to air shows at that base years ago. Let me tell you, those boys down at Joint Base Cape Cod made me feel like a king. It was literally, it felt embarrassing. Like they treated me that good. I couldn't believe what they had done for me that day. That was an amazing day. Can't wait to see what kind of truck you put that Detroit in. Ford Diesel Guy 91. Yeah, I'm kicking it around, trying to figure it out. I'm from New Jersey. Did you grow up here? Do you miss it? What do you miss about it? Yes, I grew up around there. No, I don't miss it, and don't miss anything about it. The state of New Jersey made it very obvious that they don't like me and I don't like them. Everything I love about life is illegal in New Jersey. We'll leave it at that. Look at my shop. You tell me. Like any of my old cars could even pass inspection over there. You know, it's ridiculous. Saw you today, but you don't pull a 4-axle rock box. Truck was painted the same color as yours. No, not me. There are a few other trucks. This is an old Keen truck. There were a lot of them looked exactly like this truck. There's a guy in Jersey. He's got a big chrome whale tail on it. Pulls a reefer. I think it's only a few years newer than this one. That was a great video talking about the Joint Base Cape Cod one. Yeah, that was cool. Best place to get old Detroit diesel parts. I don't know. You tell me. I'm trying to learn. I don't really know. Other than Detroit, I don't know. I don't know what I can get through Detroit itself. PVP 64. I'm with you, bro. I'm leaving next year. I'll make sure you leave what left New Jersey ruined where it is. Don't bring that crap with you. Just bought an 87 Freightliner with a 3406B. You think those trucks are more reliable than the newer trucks? Newer trucks, they go down on you. They're very expensive to repair. And these things that have to be repaired have no need to even be on a truck, okay? Like, literally, you're going to have to spend thousands of dollars to clean a muffler filter. You're going to have to spend thousands of dollars in repairing your cat piss pump when it freezes because DEF freezes at around 0. So if you're in -10, you have to idle your truck or that crap will freeze. And even there, it might still freeze. So you're going to have a lot of problems with the newer trucks that I don't have because it doesn't exist. Yeah, I have fuel gauge issues, but it's only $80, not $4,000 to change a muffler scrubber. Oh, let's see here. All new cars built to break these days? Lord, I hope not. That damn Ram better. Before that truck cost me, a Dodge Ram better last. Oh boy. Try reaching out to Bus Grease Monkey for parts or info. I've watched a bunch of his channel. I haven't reached out to him personally, only because I don't know if his knowledge base is around Detroit's in trucks. There's a lot of differences from watching his channel between truck engines and some bus variants. So there's a lot of differences. As far as parts, yeah, he would know, but I don't know. I don't want to make a habit of go asking everybody. I try to do my own research if I can. I mean, if he happens to offer me information, that's great, but I really don't want to start being that guy that relies on every other YouTuber for information. It just seems like the lazy way out. Plus, I like to learn, too, and to bring you guys along with the ride. Like, example, like I said when I started tearing down that Detroit, I am not the authority in Detroit diesels. So,
don't look to me for advice. We're going to learn together as we work. And if I fail, it'll be there. Trust me, I'll put my failures up on YouTube too. I got no problem in admitting that I'm human. I'm not trying to pretend that I'm perfect. You know? But that's the idea, is to learn together. If you're considering putting rotators on the replica to the strobes, I would suggest Code 3 rotators. I've thought of it. I'm looking at it. Or Indiana Diesel, Grease Monkey's son. Yeah, I don't really want to get into asking for help from other guys, because I've learned the hard way that when you do a favor for a YouTuber, even a bigger YouTuber, they don't necessarily repay the favor. Imagine, if you will, now granted, my channel, I'm going to try to dance delicately here. Some of you OG subscribers would know who I'm talking about. Coastal Auto Reaction, where are you? You know exactly who I'm talking about. When you go to an exotic car meet and greet to meet, at the time, your favorite YouTubers, and meet, you know, they ever say the phrase, don't meet your heroes? That's true. So I met Savage Garage at the same time. They were wonderful with me. I was even in the video that they did there. Jimbo literally forgot what my name was when I was helping unload the SVJ out of the trailer. I was filming, they were filming, and I made both, obviously my own, and I was in the Savage Garage video. Jimbo referred to me as this guy. He legitimately forgot my name. And literally the day the video came out, he found me on Instagram and apologized for not putting my name in the video. So Savage Garage is, Randy was rich as hell before he had the YouTube channel, so he doesn't have to flex or try to be Johnny Cool Guy. I mean, literally, the guy looks like me with more tattoos, and he's got a boatload of money. And he had an SVJ before he had a YouTube channel, so he doesn't need to flex and be Johnny Cool Guy. Now, the other guys I'm talking about, they were the headliner of that meet and greet. And I was trying to get rollers of the cars going down the road the following day. And a certain Lamborghini Murcielago broke an axle. No one knew it was an axle at the time. They thought it was a clutch. And it broke literally one exit north of where I was sitting in a rest area waiting to catch video of this Murcielago. And when I finally gave up and headed north, I saw the car heading south on a wrecker, along with a bunch of the guys from the channels, multiple channels. And I tried to catch up. I couldn't. And then I saw the car start heading on the wrecker. The Murcielago was heading east towards Columbus. So I had thought, okay, I'm not going to catch up with a bunch of guys heading to the Cincinnati meet and greet in exotic cars in a big hurry now. I'm in an Oldsmobile Intrigue. I'm not catching up to that. But I could catch up to a tow truck. So I caught up. I actually beat the tow truck to the Lamborghini dealer. And the tow truck driver didn't really understand how or what happened to the car, and was a little uneducated, as I was, about the car and what the issues were with it. And it wouldn't roll freely to get off the rollback. And I picked up my camera and I filmed it, and I helped the record driver unload the car. What happened was, it appeared that the brakes were off, but if you guys have ever dealt with DeLorean, like, how many of you guys watch me even care about a Lamborghini Murcielago? But your parking brake sits, if you're sitting behind a wheel like this, your parking brake is on your on your left side. Now, if you ever rode in a DeLorean, okay, and you lift up on the parking brake, that's between your leg and the door. The handle is up and in your way. So a lot of guys don't like to set the parking brakes on a DeLorean. Now, Lamborghini thought about it. You pick up the handle and then you push the handle back down, but the internal mechanism stayed up. Just the handle goes down. Well, it turned out the brake was set on this Lambo, and we couldn't figure out why it wouldn't roll. So we called the wrecker guy, had the guy's number, the owner of the car, called him, explained us how to take and I had this all on video. Why did I do this? Well, for the views is one, but two, I'm trying to make sure a $400,000 or $500,000 one of 26 car doesn't get hurt. And then I put the car in a magazine, Exotic Automotive Magazine. Buddies of mine worked that magazine. I put them in the magazine. I sent them copies of the magazine with their cars in it. You think I got to thank you? So yeah, working with other YouTubers doesn't always work out so good. So yeah, I don't meet heroes. Yeah, so I'm not really sure how I want to do it. Because next thing you know, it's guys think that every second of their video is worth $1 million and wants too much money for it. It gets so dumb. So yeah, that's why that's some of the reason why I don't like working with other YouTubers. Now they're like Coastal Auto Reaction. If you ever open up the border, I'd love to meet Big Easy and hang out with him and all of that because we're car guys. But we're also the same level, trying to work up to a larger level. But we also remember we started off, with subscriber 1 till the Lamborghini owner, he forgot about it. All right, let's see here. No, I know. There's not a single comment about that car. See? Nobody cares. I told you, nobody cares. All right, let's see here. Trying to get back caught up here. Good evening. Shout out to Dave. He loves your channel. Dave who? Not the Dave I'm talking about. He don't even know who I am. And I don't have a beef with Dave. Dave actually was nice. There's no way that Dave even knows who the hell I am. Ain't no way. Oh, I'm talking about. Wow, we're talking about. Will this live feed be posted after? Yes. Yes, Matt didn't ruin this one, so yes, I will post it. Oh, I still rib him. I made him watch that one. He messed up, and he felt so bad afterwards, and he watched it the next morning. It was just right in his face. He was like, "Oh my God, Dad, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "It's all good. I got out of it." So we fixed it up, made it good. Oh, let's see here. We're talking about glow plugs. We're going backwards here now, guys. Greetings from Canada. Dude, that's a rough one. Greetings from Canada. We'll just leave it at that. Thank you very much. Penske Detroit Diesel has the parts. Truth be told, I'd rather get parts for that 12V from Detroit rather than the aftermarket stuff. Like that aftermarket stuff, you've seen it. Had made in Japan stamped all over it. So I don't know if I want to go that route or not. What? How long does it usually take to fill up Orwell? How long? It depends on the pump. A couple, 5 minutes ish. A lot of the bigger truck stops, they're high flow pumps. They go quick. Great, take it easy on Matthew. Oh, Matt catches crap, believe me, and he deserves the crap he gets. But he's a good kid. Don't get me wrong. Ask Nick, he'll tell you, my nephew. He'll tell you. Ask Tanya, too. She'll tell you, too. I am a hard father. I am stern. I am strict. But I'm also very loving and compassionate. And when they do good, they're told they do good. When they mess up, they're told they mess up, too. So, it's a back and forth, ebb and flow kind of deal. He's a good boy. He, like any teenager, like I was, you get in your moods, you get in your moments, and sometimes Dad's got to school you a little bit. That happens. It's normal. Oh, let's see here. Did Widmeyer get a new driver based on your ad? Yeah, I know at least one, but I haven't been there in a while. I haven't seen him, so I don't know if he's still there or not. But that was a company driver. There was an owner-operator that was looking into working here. Had an FLC Freightliner. He messaged me about possibly getting that job. So I don't know if he's going to come or not, but I do know he's been talking with dispatch about it. So if he does, we'll welcome him and show him the ropes. What does it? Chief Gaming says, what does it feel like to climb into the cab of Orwell for every run? Depends on how tired you are, If I stay away from truck, like this is just one I haven't driven them for a couple months actually. I was actually excited to get up in there and start driving again. Sometimes it's like, I don't want to do this no more, I want to go home. It all depends on the day. But it is taller than most everything else as far as the seat goes. Cody 3401 says, how is Orwell? Orwell is doing great. New turbo inlet tube for the oil feed tube. Had to replace that as well. Runs great. Runs a lot better with the new turbo. The old turbo had issues. It did have issues. The new channel, FSC Truck Shop, we get into that. I actually got done filming that, a couple of days ago. So I've yet to edit it. But there's still, on the regular videos, there's still got one more full turn to the East Coast before we get to where I was done and the turbo was failing. I'm not going to say rather spectacularly, but visually you could tell it was messed up. Let's see here.
Wish I was Joe S. Wish I was. Just wish there was a way to have direct civilian route through to get to Bourne Bridge that would be closed if military needed.
Oh, talking about Joint Base Cape Cod.
Yeah, it's probably not the best idea ever was. Have you ever been scared in Orwell?
No, not yet. I've had some scary moments, but the worst was not in this truck. I've had them in other trucks. Sure, my time's coming in this, though.
Have you ever tried Copart for a truck?
No, I think a truck that I'm looking for, I don't think you're going to find a Copart. I'm looking for older stuff, like way older stuff.
Love the V12 stuff. I put many hours on them. Yeah, that's what we're hoping to keep working on. Talked to Indiana Diesel's bus monkey son who works on Detroit's powering buses and truck. I've
Again, I don't really know how much work I want to do with other YouTubers because then it becomes somebody feels like somebody, didn't do somebody right, didn't plug them right, didn't give them the views. I'm not sure. I know of them. I watch their videos. I learn from them. I just haven't reached out yet. I don't know if I will.
Let's see here. Well, enjoy your videos while you're in Orwell or in the shop. That's Les Strothier, I guess it is.
No, I appreciate that. Like I said, some guys watch one channel, other guys watch the other, or like I said, the reason I did that was anytime I put working on the shop content on the channel, the views went downhill fast. So most of the guys on this channel want to watch the on-road stuff, and YouTube doesn't know what the content is. It just knows all of a sudden a series of videos tanked, and they stop recommending your video. The algorithm pulls it away, and you start losing money. So that's why I separated the two separate videos. Let's see. Tanya just sent me some pictures. I don't know if I can see them. Oh, I'm on the live stream here. Jen messaged me too. I don't know. Can I click on it? I'll just not try it. Anyway, we're probably getting a little long anyway. It's about an hour and 20 minutes. No, we're not doing the GoFundMe. I'm not Bubba Clem. I'm not. I don't even have Super Chat turned on, okay? I've seen how that begging kills shows. Begging kills channels. Not doing it. I earn money. I spend my money. Maybe not smartly, but I'm not going to start begging. Okay? That's what happened down in Tampa with Bubba. The begging. Killed it all. Ask Lasker. He'll tell you all about it. Oh, there's Ray Wilson. Hope he gets a big badass truck to put that V12 in. Ray, I'm looking at, if I'm going to go conventional, I'm looking at GMC General, Autocar, Diamond Rio. Someone else recommended a Hayes, but I don't think I'm ever going to find parts for them things. Cab over, might start looking at a Marmon maybe for cab overs. That's kind of the direction we're thinking about with that V12 right now. If we go conventional, I'm really digging Autocar, but I got to find the right one, and I have to find a good truck that already has a 6, 8, or 12V in it already, so the plumbing and hookups are at least reasonably close. So that's the answer for that. Carl Lohr says, hi, Steve from Ohio. Love to see that you're showing Matt the ropes in the shop and on the road stuff. Oh yeah, he's doing good. Do I have an inverter in Orwell, and I watch both channels? Yes, I do, but not a very big one. But that's how I keep my batteries charged for all my cameras.
What about a white Western Star?
I find one. That's a lot of guys are recommending. Hey, what about the truck from Maximum Overdrive? First of all, without the Green Goblin head, would you recognize it? That's a cool truck, though. However, find one. If I could find one for the right money, that'd be a story. Maybe talk to the Green Goblin head guy. Maybe he knows. Maybe let me borrow it for like a day. I doubt it. I'm not watching, listening. I'm not watching. I'm listening. I'm on 30 West in Indiana, headed to Cincinnati. Okay, cool. Yeah, a lot of guys. I do that too. Like when I listen to Steve Summers, I listen to it on YouTube. I just put it down. I don't have to see it. I just have it go over my radio on the over the stereo. Have you ever gotten a honk signal before? Well, from like a kid doing a hand pump all the time. I had 2 of them on video today, in fact, filming. I hope to put that in the video. Hope the one angle caught the kid doing the fist pump. Hey Steve, you inspired me to build a cab over of my own. Truck has been stretched, sandblasted, and is currently in the paint shop. Keep up the good work. That's X-Ocho. Awesome. Well, I'm glad I was able to get you to do it. So that's great. That's one of the things I like about what I do with this, the whole YouTube channel, is somehow I managed to inspire guys, not just entertain guys. One dude I was talking to was trying to hook me up with a place maybe I could find an auto car. He's an older guy, and it just brings him back to the days when he drove. He doesn't drive long haul anymore, and he enjoys watching what I do. I mean, it brings him back to the good old days in his life. I never really felt that I did anything really all that special. And if I do that for you guys, then that's great. I mean, that's good stuff. I love it. Let's see here, what else? Would I consider a W900 long? No, only because you wouldn't recognize me going down the road. You know what I mean? It has to be, when you see the truck, you have to know it's me. If I had another W900, it'd be another W900. They're wonderful trucks. A buddy of mine, Juan, 007, he's got a beautiful W9. It's a 99 model year with an E model, 3406E, 600 horse. Beautiful truck, red and black. Beautiful truck, but I don't think it would get good views on YouTube, to be honest. Oh, and YouTube takes hefty fee on Super Chat donations, like 30% or more. I tell people, guys, if you're going to give money, buy merch. That way you get something for it. I think I have the shirts priced right about the same as everybody else's shirts on YouTube. And yeah, if you can send money, but buy merch, I'll send you a shirt. Like, in fact, the one I'm wearing now. I'll send you a shirt. Send money, I'll send you a shirt. It's like that, right? That way you get something. It's not begging. It's a sale. It's better. It's better that way. I run a 91 Freightliner cab over double bunk. Best Trek I ever owned. 3406B and 13-speed. Seen a double bunk, the tall condo cab over. Seen him in Sturtevant, Wisconsin today. More like this morning, but after I got loaded. The thing desperately needs a paint job, but hey, going down the road making money. I think it was base plated out of Michigan. Or was it Wisconsin? I'm not sure. Either way, yeah, he pulled up right next to me. He was like, hey, man, I like your truck. So I got talking for a little bit. And so that was pretty cool. Would you consider a 379X? They are newer, but a bit older. I wouldn't mind having one, but no, it won't do good on YouTube. I don't think a 379 would do as good as Orwell with the views. You got to bear in mind, it has to be likable for the views. So that's Jen messaging me too. When are Orwell shirts coming out? My t-shirt guy got swamped with EAA, and I'm waiting on artwork so I could approve it and get them going. They got real busy after the lockdowns in Wisconsin ended, and have been still busy. My shirts that I have up now, they're just the art. It's old art. We just altered it slightly and got them out. But a good shirt for Orwell, it's going to take time, and I'm supposed to be starting to get artwork within the next week or two. But yeah, I'm pushing them, but you only push them so hard. They do good work, so I'll wait. But I gotta be honest, I'm not happy with the waiting. But you know, it is what it is. Experimental Aircraft Association, big Oshkosh Air Show. So it's going on right now. I noticed some of your videos at your shop. There's a yellow cab over with Dayton's in the background. Any plans to do a video on that? We did a video on that right after I sold that truck. The owner of that truck has to come up off some money or come get the truck, or maybe I'll buy it back from him for obviously less than he paid me, because you know I only held on to it for like a year. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that truck. I'm not happy. I'll let that be. You would take a GMC Astro or a Chevy Titan, right? Yes, I would. I'm considering that. I know where a few of them are at. One's in Minnesota, another one's in Texas. Both with Detroits. I'm looking that direction, possibly. But then again, I might not put the V12 in that. I might just leave it as is and run it with that engine in it too. I don't know. We'll see. But I would consider it for sure. I just saw a Facebook post. I messaged the guy. He never got back to me though. Dude bought a Astro with it's an original. Had the 12V71 in it. It was a day cab Chevy. GMC Astro. It was red. He just posted it on I think Diane Breed's Diesel on Facebook. I messaged him about it, trying to get like pictures of the engine, how it sits in the truck a little bit. Never got back to me, but you know that's not uncommon either. Do you ever think you'll retire Orwell? No, I don't plan on it. She needs to be keep working. You need to keep working. Cool. Looking forward to Orwell shirt. Hopefully 100% cotton. Yeah, we'll look into that. I can see what shirts are available. You know, it's also the price point. You know, you got to sell them too. Would that Detroit fit in what, the Astro? Dude, they came factory with them. International Transstar 2 for that 1271. Don't know if you could get the 8 V92s in them. There are a few of those around. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't think I want to go that direction though. A mid-80s GMC 8500 would be sweet. That big boy V12 in it. Don't think I've ever seen one with a sleeper though. You could add a sleeper to anything, but would it look right? That's the next question. Don't have the answer for that. That's for sure. But yeah, I'm not sure. Thinking about it. I'm thinking about going in that direction for certain. I just want it, like I said, I want it to where I go down a road, it's obvious that it's me. If you watch my channel, you recognize it, it stands out. That's the goal. Let's see here. Would a Detroit fit in a narrow nose? Don't know. Some guys say yes, some guys say no. I don't have an answer for that. What about a Ford Aeromax? Maybe. I'll give that a definite maybe. Saw you in North Haven, Connecticut, somebody said. It's been a while. Yeah, I've been in Connecticut. It's been months since I've been in Connecticut with Orwell. What's the oddest thing you've ever hauled before? Oddest? I don't know. Everything's kind of weird at some point. I don't know. I'm not sure about odd. I'd have to think about that for a while. Nothing's coming up at the top of my head real quick. I want to see a big boy check out Rhodes Ridley. Not sure what you're talking about there. Garage Sean says, love your channel and Orwell, the 84 Peterbilt 362. Now a couple questions. Why does Orwell idle so low? What exhaust are you running? Would love to do a ride along sometime. Yeah, ride alongs ain't happening. Sorry, but you know, it's a small truck with one bed. That's family only. So yeah, ride alongs. It's also insurances too. It's a real pain in the ass for us riders. I even have to have waivers just for my own kid to ride. It's insane. Orwell is the engine is stock. The engine idles at wherever it was set prior to me buying it. Exhaust, it's A pipe comes out of the turbo to a Y pipe to pipes that go out and sideways. That's the exhaust.
Nothing fancy. Let's see here. What's the weirdest noise you heard outside of Orwell? The when a transmission failed. How about that one? That grinding noise. An old Brockway would be badass. A lot of those had Detroits. Yeah, if I could find one. They're not the easiest thing to find. A lot of these old trucks, if you find them, usually they're... some of them are just... It's amazing. Some of these guys... Like I found a 359 Peterbilt with a V12 in it. It looked pretty rough. I messaged the guy. He told me 20 grand. I'm like, yeah, no. I get it, but not 20 grand for that. Sorry. Maybe it is worth it, but not to me. Yeah, but I don't know if I want to go with 359 anyway. Have I ever ran over an animal before? Yeah, go back a few videos. You'll see what was left of Orwell's front bumper and radiator. From, I don't know, my 5th deer. Hit a lot of deer, among other things. Deer do damage, though. Dogs and cats don't. 1990s Mac. A little new for me. How old for a 359? I think they stopped making them in 86 or 87. 87 was the first year of 379. And I think they made 359 and 379 all in the same year. And then by 88, 359s were gone. Let's see here. LOL, 15 kangaroos. They don't have kangaroos up here. In a long time, could hardly give a cab. It wasn't long ago you couldn't hardly give a cab over away. Now people want them. Yeah, they're getting older, that's why. Yeah, Detroit build is great. Bad viewers, too bad viewers don't want to learn by watching. Dude, some guys just don't get it. That's fine. There's a market for everything. Not everybody wants to see me in the shop doing work, and that's fine. I get it. I don't mind it at all. So I made an adjustment. No big deal. The guys that want to watch it, they know where to find it. FSC Truck Shop. Go find it. Subscribe. You ever put it? Ooh, would you ever put aftermarket steering wheel? Does Orwell have? Does Orwell love hitting deer? She does. Loved by my house. No, don't like hitting deer. I do want to replace the steering wheel, but hopefully with the same spoke pattern. That way it doesn't cover up the gauges for when they get replaced. The 70s or 80s Mac RBs come with V71s as an option. I don't know. I wasn't around back then. Well, the 70s, I was around, but I was too little to know anything. I love the V12 teardown videos as engines and outdoors. Yeah, we got to keep that up. I had to work on Orwell, get it done, switch the turbo out on it. Right now, all that's left to do on the Detroit is get the crank out of it and get the front accessory cover off and the bell housing off, and then get the block to the machine shop. So what's left on that, then we're going to start looking into that. And a Cody 3401 plus, I live in Florida, he says. Yeah, I'll get down to Florida more often in the future. That's the plan. And hit a cow last year. No, I never hit a cow yet. I don't want to know nothing about that. I've heard moose are bad too. What brand of steer tire do you prefer? Michelin. All day Michelin. I've never had bad luck with Michelins. I mean, you could have a flopped out front end and them tires wear good. That's, to me, that's the best tire out there is Michelin. Hands down. What made you think to become a trucker in the first place? Just curious. I love trucks since I was a kid. I always loved when I was a kid, we'd get on a turnpike, the Jersey Turnpike, and I was a little kid, just looking at the trucks. They were huge compared to my mom's car. I've been wanting to be involved in trucks since I was a little kid. So, I don't know, gravity pulled me that direction. My man had a hard way to make a living in the beginning, I'll tell you that. Let's see here. Oh, Grant, steer tires again. Steve looks like Uncle Fester. Yep, sure do. Got it. Alright, guys, I'm probably going to start tearing this down here. So if you got any more quick questions, let me go ahead and get through them here fast, and then we're going to, I'm going to get on with going to sleep.
or at least trying to. So yeah, I guess the whole purpose of the video in the end was we have this channel, FSC Speed Shop, will be changing its name shortly, probably next week or two, over to FSC Trucking. That'll mean nothing to you guys other than all of a sudden the name will be different, but you'll know it's me. I just want to make sure I plug the hell out of it, get my regulars to know that yes, the channel is changing. Tomorrow's a pretty exciting video coming up regarding driving in Connecticut and the whole 17 cent per mile road tax they want to smack us with. So a little bit of my opinions on that are coming out tomorrow too, along with some bunch of videos on why Connecticut's such a lovely place to drive when you're a truck driver. So that's coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow in the morning, 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. East Coast here in the States. What else? So yeah, there's FSC Truck Shop. That's going to be working on Orwell, the Detroit build, the truck that's going to go in. Any truck shop related stuff, that's going to be on FSC Truck Shop. JM says, what's FSC stand for? My shop's business name is Festjack Speed and Custom Shop. Festjack Speed Custom, FSC. It's based on the shop, Festjack Speed and Custom Shop, Freedom, Wisconsin. So that's how much do tires cost you? Well, I haven't had to buy tires in over a year. I don't know. I put all 10 tires on Orwell. They were all Michelin's, and I think it was like $5,300 for all 10. I think. I really don't remember. It was like $5,300 for all 10 tires, and I put them on. But that was literally the tire guy delivered all 10 to my shop, and that's they're like that snow tire type that I have on the drives. They're not California compliant, but they're great in the snow. And the better, I can't remember, I'd have to get out and look, but they're all Michelin's. And the better steer tires, XZA, XDAs, I don't remember. I used to run on the old Peterbilt, the high torques, but they don't make them no more. Does Orwell have the Widowmaker wheels? Orwell has just regular Bud style wheels. Front two are aluminum, the rest are steel. Let's see here. Just bought 10 tires yesterday, but K1E, it was about 4K. Yeah, you didn't get Michelin's. If you did, you got one hell of a deal. XDAs are expensive. Well, let me put it like this. I'm sitting on 2 pieces of rubber that are going to keep me from dying. And keep me also from not killing other people. You want, at least in the steers, you don't want to skimp out on your steer tires. It sounds dumb. You want the absolute best steer tire. I get it, you skimp out on the drives, especially if you got duals. You know, you blow one up, whatever. It might rip stuff up, but it ain't going to kill you. You blow a steer, brother, I don't even want to think about how bad that could be. Do not skimp on steer tires. How many miles on Orwell? 1,300,000, 1,400,000-ish. It's a guesstimate at this point. Heard stories about older trucks having 2-piece wheels could explode apart quite violently when airing up mounting tires. The old split rims. I've seen them. I've never worked with them, but yeah, they are. A few of them still running around. I've heard the rumor that they're illegal, but I've seen them. I've seen them used. I've heard horror stories on them, but I also think that some of the stories are also a little over-exaggerated. I have a feeling that my personal opinion is the split rims were okay, but if they were used improperly or if they were damaged, that could get ugly. But I think under normal conditions they were okay. But like anything else, if they were done improperly, and let's be frank, how many tire monkeys out there actually know how to put a tire on a truck properly? Not give someone with no clue a split rim and tell them, okay, put this ring on this rim with the tire on it, and don't kill yourself. Yeah, good luck. That doesn't sound easy. What did the name Orwell come from? A man named George Orwell back in 1941 wrote a book called 1984. He should have named it 2020. He was close. but he's dead accurate. If you read the book, you'd understand. The book's name is 1984, not 1984, but 1984, written out in all alphabets. Read the book. It explains what we're living today. The book was called 1984. This truck is 1984. So, Orwell. It just seemed to fit. 2 times Michelin Super Single skiers with rims, $4,000. I won't have nothing to do with Super Singles. But, yeah, they're not cheap. They are definitely not cheap. Well, only normal I know is on a washing machine. Okay. Well, I guess we got a side conversation going on over here. A tire shop near me used to mount them. They won't anymore. And their tire cage looked like it spent a week at Jurassic Park. Somebody said Orwell needs a 3408. No, Orwell could stick with the 3406B. I wouldn't mind having a 3408 and put that in another truck. That wouldn't be a bad idea too. But, you know, how many trucks can one guy drive? Chief Gaming, this truck is a 1984. Orwell wrote the book. Oh, this was 1984. Orwell wrote the book 1984. Yeah, but see, you got it in JM. You got the book wrong. It's not 1984. It's NINETEEN. 84. The rest it's spelled out in letters. But that's how to find the book. But yeah, it's the two match. If you read 1984, you're reading modern day. Telescreens. Hello, telescreen. Anybody there? Never Ending War. Hello. What's the telescreen telling me? Yeah, 1984. Read it. We're obviously pros. He's a silly dude. 10-4. There you go. That's right. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to drop off here. I'm going to call home, call it a day, and get on with my night and start up a new video tomorrow. Going to deliver my test weight oversized load deal. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Later.